Hello everyone. I'm sorry. I have been a really someone who enjoy Wuthering Waves. Oh god, this is so awkward, man. Okay. So I have played Wuthering Waves since launch and I really enjoy the game. The game is not perfect. The game is not the best game out there, but it's literally one of the best, like, big title gacha games out there. I can say that confidently. Okay, and it has been such a fun game, and I also consume a lot of content for Wuthering Waves, and I thought with my big brain that, hey, there's so much opinions being thrown around about this game everywhere. Like, this character is actually, like, bad, this character is actually really good but underrated. It's just because the game is so diverse and just everything. It's like you can clear, like, endgame with almost any character. And it's just hard to make out who is actually truly a really fucking good character, or who is just getting carried by the supports. Okay, so as someone who had played a game for a year and has beaten almost every single TOA, like, I have not broken the TOA streak, like, I think since at least like 10 months. Okay, and it's like it's hard to say which character is good and which character is bad in this game. It's like there's just so much scenarios, you know. So one character can be good in one scenario, like a boss clearing in TOA, but horrible at, like, multi-wave content in, like, and like, well, one character can have, like, really big potential, but it's just never touched on, and it makes them bad. One character can have a really good potential of being a good character, but their kit just sucks, you know. Okay, fast. Okay, I'm gonna put Shorekeeper here. Shorekeeper, we all know Shorekeeper is an amazing unit, and she's an amazing character, because she can literally fit in, like, 90% of the teams in this game. She's literally the best in slot for 90% of the teams. She's extremely flexible, gives your account a third healer, other than Baiji or Varina. She is but I do think she is a bit overrated because there's Baiji and Varina in this game. For me personally, I still have been clearing Tower of Velocity very well without Shorekeeper. I only got Shorekeeper on her first rerun. Okay, her buffs are good, but if you really put it into perspective, it's just okay compared to Varina. I mean, maybe it's just because I just made a lot of good decisions on my account, but Shorekeeper, even though she's so flexible and everything and fits into 90% of the team except the newer Frazzle teams, she still works there too, but, like, 90% slot. Overrated, okay. Really good, but just a little bit overrated, okay. People say if you don't have her, you break your account. I don't think that's true. That's not true. Okay, that's absolutely not true. Okay, second. Varina, S tier. Okay, I'm gonna take something into account right now. Is that Varina is a free character, even though you don't have to select Varina in the free 5-star ticket, right? But everybody should have selected her, and if they haven't selected her, losing a 50-50 to her or pulling her on the beginner's banner, you can still obtain her. Okay, She's such a good character, especially with cons, especially her second like copy. Okay, make her rotation goes crazy. Okay, even before I got Verina's second what's the second sequence, she is still doing so amazing. You know, you go to her, do 3 basic attack, jump around, pew pew, shoot out those vines, and then switch to next character. Amazing, flexible. And one thing that she has in her kit is that she have coordinated attacks, which can specifically buff one character. And that brings her value just a little bit higher for accounts with Changli. And she's a free character, and she's on the standard banner, so that brings her value up even more. I think Verina and Shorekeeper are amazing characters. Now I'm gonna Now I'm actually gonna switch things up. I'm gonna go random. Who do I go next? Okay. Encore. On my second account in WutheringWaves, I have 2 accounts, and I have 2 WutheringWaves account. Not account, but like a world, you know. And on my second quote unquote account, I don't know what it's called, I did a fusion only, and Encore was the first character, and she pairing with Sanghua did incredible. She alone did incredible. She is not the most flexible character, but she's a standard character. You can get her by losing 50. You can pick her up for free on the selector or on the beginner banner. I think she's really good, but is she that good? I'm not sure. I'm gonna put her up there for now. I'm gonna make adjustments later. Okay, next I'm actually gonna pick someone that's really, really not the best. Okay, Yuanwu. Yuanwu, Mr. Discormon. Okay, he does nothing. He doesn't do anything in this game. He barely does anything in this game. Okay, he doesn't do anything as 0 copy. Okay. When accounting 4 stars, I want to take in account that they are 4 stars and you can easily get their copies, but they're not guaranteed. So I will assume like every single 4-star on your account at some level, like 6 months in, will have like at least 3 or 4 copies, right? So like they will be like S3 or something. But it's just, give it a copy for free. But even at max sequence, Yuanwu does so little. He buffs defense. He gives a shield, and he gives coordinated attack and vibration damage for bosses. But it's just like no one in this game wants an defense boost, and the shield is only after sequences. Like I didn't have the sequence that gave Yuanwu a shield like very late onto my account. Okay, and all of these like defense boosts and the shield is locked behind sequences, and his base kit doesn't do anything. He doesn't do damage. He doesn't have quick concerto. Very slow actually. He doesn't even. His coordinated attack is mid at best. Only character he can really be effectively used with is Changli. But the fact that he is free, I guess that is what it is. But it's just, even if he's free, he is still so goddamn useless. How is this possible? Okay, he is so useless and pointless that his best team is literally putting him on a 3-star weapon and giving him the ability to heal Not even that good of a healing, just the ability to trigger the healing set that gives you the attack boost for your whole team. Okay, this character is mediocre, man. So mediocre. Like, the only scenario you can use it. I cannot stress enough how useless this character is in so many scenarios. Okay, he can only be using. Oh my god, I can't go on how straight up useless this character is. You know what? Screw it. Fucking the absolute D. Okay. I'm so pissed at Yang that I had to went on like a rant. Okay, so let's pick someone who's a good character next. Gigi is good, but she's even better. She's even better than what you think she can provide. Number one, she is best in slot for support for like two very like broken DPS in this game, which is Jinxi and Carlotta. She is the best in slot in Carlotta. She does so much damage on field. On field, she provides energy for the next character. She provides coordinated attacks, which Jinxi wants. She provides glacial damage boost. She provides skill damage boost, which is very... Okay, resonance skill damage boost can be used by a lot of like characters. You know? You can use it, you can use it. Let's see. Oh yeah, you can use it. You can use it. She is so flexible. Okay, you can pair her with all of these. You can pair her with so many characters. Is what I'm saying. She is so good, and she brings unique property such as coordinated attack onto the team. Her rotation might not be the fastest, but I had her on my account for a long time, and she has just been awesome using just any weapon, okay? Like, one time I cleared a tower with her without realizing she's on a HP 4-star weapon. And then she still did her job very, very well. Okay? And her weapon choices is like she has access to the stringless, an incredible fucking weapon. Okay? And it's just, oh my god, Gigi is actually broken. And she also do provide energy. Don't forget that. Okay? And you can use her as a main DPS. You can use Gigi as a main DPS with another free character, Sanhua, which is her best DPS support. Okay? And she does so much damage as a main DPS herself. Okay? Oh my god. Gigi is genuinely such a good character. You would not regret you would not regret picking her up. Okay? Even if you don't have any of the like great 5-star DPS on your account that Gigi can support best in, she is still such a decent support for everyone else and can be used as a main DPS herself. Oh my god, Gigi, I cannot stress enough how broken this character is. Okay, after degrading Yang Wu, I'm just like non-stop glazing Gigi. Okay, and she's fucking cute. Okay. Next. Oh, the opposite is speaking. Oh my god, bro. Actually, okay, let's bring out a character that is very recent. Zani is very controversial, in my opinion. Okay, because look, okay, she is strong, but her max potential and her free-to-play potential is just yards apart. You know, when I initially saw Zani's gameplay from the leaks, I thought, oh, she's a berserker. She must do a lot of damage even by herself. She must be a great character to solo with. You know, but then when Kid dropped, she is so reliant on Spectral Frazzle that she couldn't even clear TOA solo like some of the 4-star can. Not until people like discovered some way to like immediately just ignore her burst after her like some attack. Okay, look, okay. Her liberation time, her playtime literally gets cut short if you don't have Phoebe, her premium support, and it's just maybe. But the thing is that she is in an archetype of character that's still upcoming. Okay, her potential as a main DPS and options for more free-to-play characters in the future, like more 4-star options or things like that, might appear and make her a better DPS. But even though her damage is so high and has so much potential, right now I'm gonna put her at A, just because her Frazzle kit mechanic is just so unexplored and just kind of tanks her potential to be such a great character for soloing. It's just such a shame. You see this character with all these parry mechanics was a great solo. You think, oh, solo. No, not solo. Dependent. Okay. Now let's talk about another character who is dependent on a special mechanic. Changli. Changli. She is honestly not as good as she once was. Okay, maybe it's just because I'm not playing her right, but her damage just seems to fail off, you know. Changli is still a great character. She can clear all the content. She can be used in WhimperingWaves decently. Zani can be used in WhimperingWaves decently. You know, honestly, characters like Gigi, Encore, Zani, and Jinshi, they all do great in WhimperingWaves. I've used them there. They're okay. Encore not so much, but like, it's okay. It's just barely. Jinshi, she, like Zani, relies on a special mechanic called coordinated attack. Coordinated attack is provided by around 7 characters in this game, so she have a lot of options for coordinated attacks. She can utilize the own Yanwu, this character who just don't have a good team to be in, you know, but she utilizes him just because he have coordinated attacks. You know, she can utilize supports like supports like Cantarella and Gigi as her current best in slot. Her full potential is not reached yet, but her current best in slot is Gigi and Cantarella. It's just Jinshi is such a weird character because it feels like without Gigi or Cantarella, her damage just falls off. You know, you can pair her with like Yuanwu and Tao Chi, and then her damage it's just so mid. You know, it's just so mid. And you can pair her with like any other coordinated attacker, and like a Varina and a Baiji. It's just she is. Honestly, I think she's mid. I think she's very mid. I think her nuke is not impressive at all. I think her playstyle is very, very underwhelming. But it does make sense for her character. It makes sense for her character. She can still clear content. She is still great at clearing the content, but she just doesn't feel as great as she once was. You know, you never know what will happen in the future. Maybe some new unit completely makes a meta again, but personally, as someone who have always used Changli, I think she's just A. She's a great unit. That's it. She's a great unit. Honestly, I don't think any main DPS is gonna be on the S tier. Okay, it's just their main DPS, but their potential is just, I don't know. But speaking of main DPS and their potential, never mind. Carlotta is so fucking good. Okay, her damage is so fucking good, and she utilizes one of the and her best slot is one of the best support in the game. Okay, Gigi. Okay, if you have Carlotta, you can pair her with character like Tochi, or Sanhua, or Lumi. Okay, she will do just okay. But once you get more of her premium teams, which are teammates that you will not regret having, she becomes so good. Okay, she is so swappable. She is so hyper carryable. Her damage is so good. Okay, and she's very rotation focused in a normal gameplay, and she's just a good fucking unit. Reason why I put her over Changli is because it's just it look okay. Look okay. Changli and Carlotta look like similar characters, but Changli utilizes a special mechanic, doesn't have a button slot, and is slowly falling off. Okay, but Carlotta, she works amazing. She works amazing to nuke. She works great in the WhimperingWaves. She does wave damage. She's just a good fucking unit. She's just good. Okay, honestly, I don't think any other character. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think any other character on this list that's a main DPS will be on the level of Carlotta. Maybe I'm wrong. Wait a minute. I might be wrong. Okay. I might be wrong, but let's calm down a bit. We're glazing too much. Now let's go back to something more tame. Some bad characters. Youhu is a very strange character. It's a very strange character. She's one of the only character. She's two of the only two characters, 2 4-star characters that was released after launch. After that, Kuro just said hell no to 4 stars, and 4 stars disappeared. Youhu is a niche character. She is not the best, but unlike Youngwoo bad, Youhu is like usable bad. Have her own niches bad. Actually have her own niche bad. Unlike Youngwoo, who does absolutely nothing, best in slot for absolutely nothing for any team, Youhu is niche. Youhu can be used as a healer to proc buffs. Youhu can be used to buff coordinated attack for certain characters if you feel like it. For example, you can pair Youhu with Gigi and Jingxi, and Youhu will do fine. So Youhu, even though she's really niche, she doesn't do anything better than anyone else other than buffing coordinated attack maybe, but that's so niche, But unlike Youngwoo level bad, Youhu is still more usable. Is what I'm gonna say. Okay. Now I'm actually going to talk about Arrow Rover. I don't like Arrow Rover. It's just anything involving the new negative status. Almost every character who involve negative status, I'm not the biggest fan of. Arrow Rover has a weird kit. You have to use them with their 5-star signature. They can get free from the story, and it's just right now we don't really see what Arrow Rover's full potential is. But after Psychona's release, some teams with Arrow Rover and other Arrow DPS is popping up. We don't know much about this character's full potential yet. He's just a healer. He's just a healer for now. Okay, but their damage potential built as a main DPS, I have tested it, can get to like 100k. It's good, but their playstyle is not the most satisfying because you cannot dodge mid-air, which is kind of frustrating, is what I'm saying. He's an okay character. Now, we're gonna talk about another arrow character, Yang. Yang is an okay character again. Yang's damage is not the greatest. She have a bit of torsion, she grants energy, even though no one in this game that really needs energy for a smooth rotation can utilize her best. Maybe Carlotta, but Yang is not the best character. But she is a usable character. She's universal. It's all I'm saying. She's a free character. Her best saw Red Spring, Emerald of Genesis. I don't know, man. Today is actually the TOA reset, and I used Yang to quick swap with Changli. It has been really difficult but really fun. She is pretty okay in WhimperingWaves, but you do have to learn how to quick swap better. She had potential, but she's just mid. Arrow Rover level. In my opinion. Okay. Okay. Let's amp stuff up a bit more, okay? Okay. No. Let's not go for her. You know what? Let's just finish the negative status fast, okay? Sorry, Kana. I don't know her full potential yet. Her best main DPS support is not out yet. But I'm already seeing a lot of really, really strange team comp involving her being utilized. It's very confusing. And but I feel like this character is going to have immense potential in the future. Okay, she have a very unique collaboration. She's very cool as a character. Aesthetically, she is beautiful. Her songs, beautiful. If you like her, get her. She's a great pull. And I can foresee so much future negative status teams involving this character. She actually have this unique trait, which in her base kit, without echoes, she can deal spectral damage, even though she's an arrow character. I find that kind of strange, but like it is what it is, you know. Okay. Speaking about negative status, let's actually bring up Arrow Rover to here. Okay. Why do I favorite not Arrow Rover, Spectral Rover above Arrow Rover? Look, okay. Arrow Rover and Spectral Rover is, in terms of strings, technically they should be on the same level, but Arrow Rover is just not fun to play, and Spectral Rover is easy to play, and currently it's more usable than Arrow Rover. Spectral Rover can be used as a free-to-play option for characters like Zani or Phoebe for their negative status properties, but can also just be used as like a main DPS with Sanghua. Okay, Arrow Rover is just in the air all the time. I don't like Arrow Rover. Spectral Rover is just their main DPS potential right now seems to be a lot higher than Arrow Rovers, because they can proc Phoebe's DPS set and Zani's DPS set because they apply Frazzle. Then and like you don't have to go through like tons of story before you can unlock Spectral Rover. Spectral Rover is the default character. And Spectral Rover is free. Everybody have them. Everybody will get them at MaxCon. Spectral Rover is also pretty flexible. Can be used as a healer at an con to proc the set, but for survivability, Spectral Rover sucks. Whomever is better, Spectral Rover or Arrow Rover, I don't know. I mean, right now I think they're on the same level, but I'm biased towards Spectral Rover. But I'm not gonna let the bias slide. But I do enjoy Spectral Rover very, very much. Let me take a water break. My search the YAP is back to YAP. Also, wait. I had something I wanted to say, but I forgot. I just came in here to YAP, man. I think I want to say something about Spectral Rover. But I forgot. Spectral Rover is just, I don't know. Why am I so touched on Spectral Rover? Oh yeah, Spectral Rover also have a Spectral Shred. They're a good character. Okay. Speaking of negative status, the last negative status character we have that's released right now is Phoebe. Phoebe is a good Spectral DPS. She is reliant on Frazzle, which can only be applied by like herself, Spectral Rover, or Sayakana. I have Phoebe. I got her by accident. She has been fun to play. She just, I have never used her in WhimperingWaves, but I would believe that she is good because I have seen buffs about Spectral Frazzle in WhimperingWaves. So she's just a solid character. Just like Jinji, she needs a special mechanic. And her reliance on Frazzle doesn't feel as bad as Zoni. For some reason, I guess. Maybe it's just because her best support right now is Spectral Rover. I don't know. But she have more potential to grow as a DPS when new negative status character comes out of the game. She's a good character. Of course not that good, but I take account in her free-to-play potential. So whatever. Okay, who do we tackle next? All the negative status characters knocked out. We already done Spectral and Arrow Rover. Okay. Let's talk about Havoc Rover. Amazing character. Havoc Rover, everybody should build Havoc Rover. Okay? Along with Spectral Rover, okay, level up your WutheringWave MC always, okay? When you build your MC in WutheringWaves, you just have a free DPS. No. A free DPS who can change their element and tackle different towers when you need, okay? If you are a normal free-to-play character, free-to-play player in WutheringWaves, you will almost always utilize any of the 3 rover at any TOA. Okay? But if you do want to tap into that potential of this free character that can change their element and place out, you have to invest a lot of, different sets, level up all their talents, 3 of them. But the weapons is fine because all 3 rover versions best DPS weapon is Changli's weapon, or you can just use the very good free-to-play sword, Emerald of Genesis. So you should always build Rover, all I'm saying. Okay, also, Havoc Rover can be paired with this amazing character called Songhua, who is a free character. You get her 5 days into the game, And you can literally use Sinhua with Spectral Rover as a DPS or Havoc Rover as a DPS. Okay, they're so free to play, so good. And if you wanna go even further and invest more on your Rover DPS, Havoc Rover DPS, you can also get Rochella or Cantarella. They're also great characters on their own and can be used to support other characters, which is good. Yeah. Next character, we are gonna tackle a 4-star. Let's pick Dungeon. Everybody who search up a Dungeon on YouTube, first thing first, they will just see the most crazy Dungeon solo, okay? Like, I follow this person on YouTube named like Crazy Dungeon or something, and what they do is basically every single day they solo a hologram with Dungeon, this character. Dungeon played in a full team, I can tell you, doesn't feel good. But as someone who have cleared the tower with Dungeon multiple times, solo, have to mention, she feels really good solo, okay? She provides a very unique playstyle in the game. And her support capability for Havoc Rover is great. They can also utilize free-to-play weapons like Emerald of Genesis and the Cat Sword. Dungeon is just a good character, but really hard to play. Their support capability is not the best. It's very niche, but not the worst. Dungeon is a good character, but not the best, just like Yang Yang. Let's pick a standard binary 3-star. Lin Yang. Yeah. Lin Yang is not the best. They don't do anything exceedingly good. Their playstyle isn't very good. He is just a bad character. All he does mediocre damage and leave. He does nothing. Unless if you like fanboys or furries or fanboy furries, don't build him. Especially if you have a skill issue. But he does have the amazing free-to-play support called Sanhua, but like Sanhua kind of does more damage than Lin Yang when built as a DPS. So like. Leon is bad. I don't know whether if I support Jiangshin here or here. I'm probably gonna put Jiangshin here. Jiangshin have some niche teams where she can work in, but she is not good. Okay, I have tried to make her a DPS, but her playstyle holds her back immensely. Her concerto is hefty. She would have such good potential if her kit was just a little bit different. You know, if her concerto is faster, that will literally fix all her problems. Okay. Jiangshin suffers from just the problem of slow concerto. Jiangshin is so weird because she has so much stuff in her kit. She have enemy grouping, she have shielding, she have healing, she have a great buff, and she have parry, but it's just all of them are so scattered. She could have been an S tier character if her shield, healing, and concerto generate all these procs just faster. You know, I feel such a shame because I really like Jiangshin, but god damn, is she just not good. She's not best in slot in any team, and she will sometimes butcher your team by being in your team. She can be used for sure. You know what? I'm gonna move her up here. Okay, because if you clean side tower, there's usage for her. Yeah. Fuck it! Man, fuck you. Never mind, fuck Jiangshin. She sucks. Kakarot. Yeah, Kakarot, calculator, calories, Kukulo, whatever the fuck you wanna call this guy. Calcharo players are insane, but unlike Dungeon being insane, instead of soloing towers with him, they do everything to quick swap this character to make this character work. Damage wise, he does okay, but I have heard how punishing messing up his rotation is, and as someone who have not played this character, and don't even have this character on any of the accounts, I'm just gonna leave him here. Okay, leave him in the B tier. Seems like a safe option, you know? His damage is good, but just hard to play. I'm gonna Alto. Alto's a good character. B tier. Okay. Time to name the categories. Good. Good enough. Good enough. Great. 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 Such a good character. I need to glaze. Well, okay, bad potential. Okay. Bad. Lost potential. Bad. Okay. Alto. Let's talk about Alto. Alto, as a main DPS, I've actually seen Alto as a main DPS. Like Dungeon, it's actually kind of crazy. He has a very unique playstyle, and he has a very niche buff that isn't best utilized by anybody. Maybe DPS Arrow Rover or something like that, but he's not the best, but he's good enough. If you want to play him, but you will not get much out of this character value-wise. But I don't want to put him in the lost potential tier, because I think he has potential. Okay, when in the future a more arrow character comes out that's like a main hyper character DPS that doesn't need negative status or something like that, he can go crazy, you know. He can go very crazy, but I don't think that's gonna happen. But just, you know what, the sort of that many want to put him in a lost potential area, but you know what, yeah. Him and Alto and Dungeon is like very similar characters, but the only difference I can think of that sets them apart is that the fact that Dungeon can support main DPS Rover incredibly well as Havoc, but Alto doesn't, and that potential is just lost forever. Maybe not forever, but like, you know, a long time, I would believe. Unless if they buff him or something, I don't know. But as a DPS, whatever, no, just whatever. You know what? Screw it. I'm bipolar on this character. Yeah, he's staying there. Not a second. Don't think about it. Okay, don't think about it. Okay. Cantarella. Boom. Cantarella has so much potential as a character. But right now her best in slot doesn't exist in the game. She's a good character. She provides a healing. She can be upgraded to main DPS herself. She has access to the String Master, a good ass fucking weapon. She provides coordinated attack, resonance skill buff, so she's great for Genji. She can be great for Camellia. and she already have her business slot DPS support for her, and she have a great free-to-play DPS option, but her potential is not met yet. So right now I'm just gonna put her here. Right now I'm gonna put her here. She's a great character, and she's fucking hot. Okay. Oh man, what a character. She might even be better than Gigi. Wait, now that I think about it, she is better than Gigi. Yeah, Canterell is actually better than Gigi, bro. Now that I think about it. because her damage is more forward, and she has her 5-star support and everything, you know? And she have quality of life in her kit. She's better than Gigi, but you know, as a person on Gigi, you enjoy. I don't want to degrade my Gigi that much. So yeah. Oh yeah, Canterell can also support the main DPS. I mean like the rover, having rover as a DPS. Yeah, that's true though. Okay. Now let's go back to a 4-star character. Oh my god. Morphe. Morphe's a good enough character. Where would I put? Okay, let me rearrange this. Let me rearrange this. Some people can say Morphe is better, but I think Morphe is just good enough. You know, Morphe's current business slot team is being support for Gion in Gion Hypercarry, which is the only way you should play Gion. If you play Gion quick swap or solo, get out and commit. Okay, commit the side sword. Okay, just why? Morphe is good enough character. He doesn't really have much usage case as just a good enough, you know. As a coordinated attacker, he's just good enough for Jinxi. But for Jian, he's the best in slot. I wouldn't say he's great. Would I say he's great? I don't know. I might need to rearrange what it means to be good enough and great. I mean, Encore. You know what? Yeah. Encore is good enough, and I don't know. I don't know whether to put Morphe in great or good enough. They're both. You know, Morphe cannot be used as a main DPS. Or I have not seen anyone try because his playstyle is not the most interesting. He can probably be used as a main DPS for some stuff, but yeah. I'm just gonna leave him there. Okay, I don't know. My opinion on Morphe is mixed. Oh yeah, by the way, there's this niche usage for Morphe, where you can pair him with Spectral Rover, Morphe, Zani, or Phoebe, but then the survivability goes down, but damage is pretty good. So yeah, there's that. Now that I think about it, heavy attack damage is not something that I have been heavily focused on other than Gion. There's potential. Okay, now I'm actually gonna take Changli. You know what? Screw it. Waifu, Changli. I honestly think Changli is just good enough. I have Changli on my Fusion account. I have played her, and her playstyle is extremely punishing if you mess up. I have realized that she doesn't dish out good damage, but her outro scale does provide some value. I personally think she's good enough. Her weapon though, her like signature weapon though is a really good sword that can be utilized by the MC and a lot of free-to-play characters like Yang, Sanhua, and stuff like that, you know. So pick up her signature weapon, but don't pick up this character unless if you have like usage for her. I don't think she's great, man. She's mid. She's fucking mid. Next, I'm gonna. Oh god, someone was just yapping to me. Oh my god, I'm kind of dizzy now. Fuck my life. Okay. Next character. Chiksha. Chiksha is good enough. Chiksha is good enough. As a free-to-play character, I have seen solos of her, and she is fun to play. She is punishing to play, but not as punishing as Changli. Please leave me alone! Oh. Okay. As a free-to-play character with a free-to-play weapon, I don't know, with a very free-to-play friendly weapon and a really good weapon called the standard Venom gun. She is good enough. She is simply good enough. Okay, she can be supported by Jeji. You know, she don't have like the best support in the world. Her best support is Brand, but her and Brand doesn't feel the best to play together with, and Brand is like a bitch to build. Like, she's just good enough. Chiksha is just good enough. Okay. No, yeah, I forgot to say this. Mortarfy, I actually have like a really great 5-star weapon. You know, like the 5-star extended sword weapon that buffs the next character and provides crit rate and energy recharge. It's a really neat sword. It's a really neat gun, not a sword. Please leave me alone. It's a really neat gun. I'm just gonna say that. Okay. Okay, next. Next, I'm gonna take Changli out. Changli is great. Changli is great. Changli is great. You can argue Changli is a free character, but I think that's irrelevant that he's a free character because you can no longer obtain this character. Free to play wise. Changli is a great character. He's great. He's great. He's great at wave content. He's great at quick swap. His best team is not his hyper carry, surprisingly. He's fucking great. I don't know what to say about it. I don't know what to say. A big nuke with a bit of grouping, and then just wave some damage. You can quick swap it a lot with a lot of character. He's great. I don't know if I would say he is like the best character ever. He's great. He is great. Now with all of these characters on the top, I want to bring down Carlotta. But Carlotta is just such a Carlotta unit. Carlotta is just Carlotta, okay? Let her stay there, even if I'm just delusional, man. She's just such a neat character, whatever. Changli out. I think he's great. Okay. Now let's finally deal with the last 4 stars. How she is good enough. It's very subjective on where she is on this tier list, but I think she's good enough. She have her niche use cases. She can be used. Give me a second. Ethan, you're so goddamn annoying! Rage against the dying of the light. Okay. Poetry has her niche usage cases. She can be used with Carlotta and Junshi. She's not best installed in anything. She's not best installed in anything. Taochi being used as a main DPS is extremely scuffed because of her defense scaling. She cannot be buffed easily because of her defense scaling. She's hard to build because of her defense scaling. As a main DPS, of course, but She's good enough that she provides shield. Her conceal is kind of slow, but she's good enough. She's just good enough. Okay? She's good enough. Move on. Baiji. You might think I am tweaking when I say, where's Baiji? When I say Baiji is actually great or such a good character, I need to glaze. Okay, you might be thinking I'm crazy. You might think I'm crazy, but I'm not. Okay, accounting her. Accounting her as a free-to-play character, even free-to-play 4-star character given to you for free in the very beginning of the game, she just does great, you know? You don't have to think, and you have her on your account. When you have her sequence, she becomes even better. Okay, at some point, she buffs her whole team with glacial damage. Team-wide glacial damage as a 4-star. Look, okay, she is great, okay? Her concerto's a bit clunky, but her potential is crazy, okay? Her potential as a great support is crazy, okay? Okay, I am a psychopath. That's why I invested in building Baiji. I think she is Sony. I think that she summons like a summon to gain her fortes. Cool. I do think her little pick up the feather minigame is tedious, but she's actually great, okay? She is just a free-to-play alternative to Varina and Shorekeeper, okay? She have long rotation, like she have a longer rotation like Shorekeeper. She have similar buff to Varina, just less and more tedious to apply. But she have the same coordinated buff. She have the same coordinated buff like Varina, and it's a free character. Okay, she's just a free character. Okay, she have the 4-star weapon variation, and she can use Shorekeeper's 5-star weapon, which is what I did today with Changli. Okay, look, okay. Baiji is always underrated in every tier list, but people just keep forgetting that there's only 3 characters in this whole game that's like team-wide buffing, team-wide healing. Okay, team-wide buffing, team-wide healing, like Baiji, Varina, and Shorekeeper. And Baiji is great, especially if you don't have Shorekeeper. Okay, Baiji do everything she needs to do. She keeps the team alive. And she is just such a sexy character. Okay, unlike every character in a good enough category, Baiji is great. She is so applicable, so valuable in my opinion, especially with copies. I gotta stop glazing. Okay, I know she is not such a good character into glaze category, but I love glazing Baiji, man. I need to be locked up for how much I glaze Baiji. Okay, I'm almost going to put Lumi in the lost potential tier because of her quick outro, because of her fast outro buff expiry and her slightly niche use case, and she's one of the characters like the other 4-star character other than Yohu that's released after launch of the game. She doesn't have a best in slot team. She does electro damage, like normal attack damage. I'm almost gonna put her in good enough. No, I'm almost gonna put her in lost potential, but I realize, unlike everybody in lost potential, her potential isn't lost. Her potential as a main DPS and a minor buff is good enough. she's good enough. Okay, I'm still building her right now. I'm gonna pair her with Sanghua once. I'm gonna pair her with Sanghua. Once I finish building her, I'm gonna see how good her DPS potential is. It cannot be bad because she does do damage. Okay, so she is good enough, but probably one of the worst good enough on the list. Probably like above L2. But like that's pretty much it. Her little running around and overworld exploration is honestly pretty mid. You need more of her copies to make it more viable to run around in the overworld. Okay. Sanghua! The only 4-star I would say is such a good character I need to glaze. She is such a good character. Okay, I am a Sanghua main. I main Sanghua for a living. Okay, I'm a Day1 Sanghua main. Okay, when the game launched, I looked at Sanghua and I went like yes. She is aesthetically the most beautiful 4-star in this game. She fits in this. She's perfect. Okay, let's not glaze her design right now. Okay, okay. I'm gonna chill glazing the design on the blind girl. Okay, so what doesn't she have? Okay, she does everything she needs to do so well. She buffs normal attack damage. Every character have a normal attack. She buffs your team's attack by 20% at S6. She is given to you for free. Every account should have her. Oh my god, I'm coming. Her playstyle is so fucking good. Her concerto is so good. Her potential for quick concerto is so good. Her quick swaps is honestly underrated. Her DPS potential is underrated. Her dual DPS potential with Gigi is underrated. They just start buffing each other and just buff each other like crazy. She buffs so much characters in this game. You don't even understand, okay? She can buff so much characters in this fucking game. Okay? She can buff Cantarella. She can buff She can buff Cantarella. She can buff Gigi. She can buff Rover. She can buff Spectral Rover. She can buff Encore. She can buff Yang. If you are crazy fucking Yang man, I have seen one of you guys. You are crazy. She can buff Lumi. I'm coughing because of how good she is. She can buff one of the worst DPS in the fucking game. She can buff Camellia. She can buff Brand. And she can probably buff herself if she had a second copy of herself. Gosh. She is such a good character. Wherever you go, you see her face. Yes! Even character that don't really use normal attack damage can utilize her. Okay? Carlotta can utilize her because of her quick rotation for Concerto, but not that good. Meta best. We can use her with Changli. Great! Works great. I have used Sanghua, Changli, Quick Swap for so long. She can buff Changli if she wants to. She can buff like Chickshot if she wants to. She can buff literally anyone who does remotely any damage enough to be a DPS. just because of her quick concerto and how universal basic attack buffing could be. She is so good. And because she have one of the lowest concerto and energy need in the no, because she has one of the lowest energy need in the game, and how fast her concerto fucking comes up, and how universal she is, and she is free. She is just the best fucking character, bro. Because of her fast concerto, you know what I can do? I can like insanely fastly quick swap. Okay, I have used her with Changli out quick swap, and the intro scales just doesn't ever stop, man. It's like her intro scale just don't stop, and her swap ability just simply insane. Her little mini quick time mini event in her 40, I will literally cry. Oh my god, Sanghua, you beauty of a character. I need to stop glazing you right now. Oh god, my god. Sanghua. I love Sanghua. And as a DPS, she can utilize Changli's signature weapon along with all the rovers and yeah, of course. She is just such a flexible, easy, good character. Put her on Moonlit Clouds and she'll buff everyone in the fucking game. You don't even have to build her. You literally just slap her with naked Moonlit Clouds, like not even leveled. And then her concerto does just fine. Burst of ability is bad, but like, oh my god! And she can use Emerald of Genesis, free to play sword. God, I'm about to bust. She is such a good character, man. Oh my god. Kuro really fucked up when they made Sanghua. She is just too good of a fucking character, man. I'm gonna. Fucking game. Oh god, so much calm, bro. Literally, so. Oh my god. Sanghua, please buff my characters. I cannot do this anymore. Sanghua is such a good character, bro. She. Oh my god. Oh my. Okay. Okay, my autism is kind of crazy right now. Finally, let's go back on the 1.0 characters. The first limited 5-star character, Jian. Jian's kind of fell off in TOA. The damage is not the best anymore. But Jian is just Jian. He is still decent DPS in like TOA. I would say on the level of like slightly worse Havoc Rover from what I've seen. He does amazing in WhimperingWaves because of his grouping and wave damage potential. He is just a great character. I got nothing to say for him. Good to see him still like up and running. His full potential is not reached. We have not had a arrow character that buffs arrow and heavy attack damage. So it is what it is. Jian doesn't really have much really great weapon options other than like some 5 stars, but he's good character. He's good character. Okay, we're gonna take Brant. He's a good character. He buffs Changli. He buffs resident skill damage. He's a great character. He provides shielding. He can be used in like some teams, but he is just. I mean, he is really good. Now that I think about it, his supportive capability is actually great. I'm gonna put him in. That's such a good character. Our Glaze category, if you don't mind. I will put him like right there. Shielding, healing. He's like a better. He's just a better Jianshin. He's a better Jianshin that does damage and normal attack damage. He's got, but he is really tedious to build. from what I heard, especially if you want to build him to the max potential. The ER is tedious. I have him on the other account, but I have not built him properly yet. Only as a support right now. I will see how he is later. Yellen. Good enough. Good enough. Okay? Like, where would I put Yellen? I'll put Yellen like here. Honestly, no. Here. Yeah, I put him here. Give me a second. I put Yellen here. Here. She's good enough. It's like, she provides coordinated attack. She provides resonant liberation damage. She provides electro damage bonus. But she's not the best slot for anyone. She is not the best slot for the best slot DPSs that she's supposed to that she's supposed to support, because they're just better played as like a dual DPS. She doesn't really buff Calcharo the best, but like she can still be used as a. It's just her damage is not great. Her coordinated attack usage on her kit, she is, however, it is extremely flexible, like the best fucking weapon in the game or something. But like, yeah, I will say she's like Changli. She's like Changli, but instead of being hard to play, but having potential, at least her potential just kind of comes to a halt. It's like you don't really have a way to learn how to better play her. You just kind of want to put her on the field, let her like rain down her coordinated mark, and then just outro with her. Her outro can be universal, but not really. Not really. So yeah, I'll put her here. But she's so fucking hot, I would say. Camellia. You know what? She's the second pure DPS on such a good character I would glaze, simply for the reason of she's a sword character and she can utilize the Emerald of Genesis, and she have an extremely perfect free-to-play support called Sunhua. She does amazing in WhimperingWaves. She does amazing in TOA. She has free-to-play options, very, very free-to-play. She does her Blade. She does fun nukes. And she have 2 forms, and she is hot. She's just a good character. Just no special mechanic she have her special, like, consuming concerto energy to do nuke. That's unique to her. But it doesn't. But she can proc it in her own kit, so it's not like tedious like Zani. Yeah, I'll put her up there for her free to play potential and how hot she is. I think I'm gonna pick her up the next time she comes around. I have pulled her signature. But I lost her 50-50 on her first rerun. I didn't pull her on the second rerun because I'm saving for the anniversary banners. But when she comes around again, I want to pick her up. I think she's extremely fun. You will not regret pulling her because she will be the way she is. She have her best in soft 5-star support if you want to buff her even more. Not necessary. Just saying. Coming down to the last currently released character, Rocha. Rocha. I would say she's a great character. I have not seen anyone use her as a main DPS. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna do some research. Can you use her as a main DPS? Main DPS Rocha. I'm gonna select upload date this month. Rocha is not maybe just played it wrong. What? Fuck it. I couldn't find any main DPS Rochia, but I would believe she does good damage. Her little box, and her utility box, which is unique to her. Let me see. Let me check. Seems like she actually does heavy attack damage. What? Her signature tragic comedy. Let me do some Zani. I don't know if I should put in a good enough or. Wait, let me see. Wait, what the hell? Wait, she actually does hella damage. Wait, not gonna lie, she's fucking broken. What the fuck? Okay, you know what? Screw it. I'm putting her here just because she can buff the main rover and she can be a great DPS herself. Seems like. And she can use Mortify. Yeah. Okay. We don't know anything about Cartasia yet. I've seen her leaks, I've seen her kit, she seems to be HP skilling, her damage is crazy. I think she will be crazy, but I'm not gonna put her on this because she have not been released yet. I've seen Lupa. Okay, but I don't know about her. Time to rearrange the tier list to however I see fit. First, we're gonna go from down to up. First, Yang was just bad. Lost potential. I will put a Liang first because he still is like just a mid DPS. He can still clear tower. Good enough. So much character and good enough. Changli. I don't think I want to change anything. I don't think I want to change anything that good enough. You know, even though they look like they're all in a line from the best to worst, but their level is so similar as into like playability and everything. So I'm just gonna keep it the way it is right now. Great characters. I'm gonna put Havoc over here just because they're free. I'm gonna put Gion above. You know, just because you know Baiji is not the same category as every other main DPS on the great tier, so yeah, it is what it is. Such a good character, I need to glaze. I might want to move down Carlotta, but Carlotta is a fantastic DPS, just like Camellia. Doesn't really require any special. You know what? I'm gonna keep them there. Okay, now let's get into like the nitty-gritty to how I would rank like each such a good character I need to glaze in like a line. Okay, this is actually hard. This is actually really hard. I would say, okay, let's rank this by poll value actually. For poll value, Shorekeeper, best poll. Okay, Sanhua aside, Sanhua is just a good character, you don't really need to poll them. And same with Varina. So, okay, let's put these two at the back first. Okay, Cantarella and Gigi will be amazing polls. Saikana is still an upcoming archetype of character. We don't know. So if you poll right now, you're investing in the future. So yeah. Okay. Now let's look. Rochia and Brand. Yeah. I'm not sure. I would say for poll value. I would say for poll value. Okay. It's not popular to use Roach as a main DPS. Now let's put Varina and Sanhua somewhere in this big chaos list, okay? Is she better than Sayakana? Okay, is she better than Brent? Yes, she's better than Bran within her own niche. Is she better than Sayakana within her own niche? Was it a quick concerto? She's free. She's 4-star. She's really fucking good. Yeah. Is she better than Gigi? I don't think so. Now let's put this guy somewhere. You want me to be honest? You want to be honest? You know what I want to be? No. You know what my honest thoughts about is on like Varina. I think she's here. I honestly think she's better than Shorekeeper. I honestly do think so. But for the purpose of people don't coming after me with pitchforks, I'm gonna put her here just because she's a free character. She's fast and everything, you know. Everything needs her. Yeah, that's it. This is gonna be my tier list for WutheringWaves characters. Maybe I should do one with weapons. But yeah, this is what I think. This really is what I think. You know what? Maybe we should add Cortez onto a separate tier called upcoming. But like, I don't know. Okay. Hopefully someone actually sees my opinion and go like, yeah, this makes sense, or somebody even sees my opinion at all. My YouTube channel has just been not consistent. Once or twice, people sees the thumbnail gets rage baited or something, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Oh well, I'm gonna stop yapping right now. I'm just gonna conclude by saying, by how little character is actually in the lost potential and the bad category, and they're still usable, you can just see how balanced this game is. Okay, just if you're gonna start playing this game, don't worry, this game is fine. You are not gonna see any crazy power creep issue. Just enjoy the game, no drama allowed.